clear that we're going to stand tall. That's why we bumped up our program. We were going to do a regular site, but we saw that things were happening. In fact, I called Colonel Hapgood, also of the Iowa National Guard, and he lied to me like he lied to you. They have a dedicated mount facility 80 miles north of that town they're going to do their exercise in, and he just flat lied to us. And so that's one thing that got us hopping mad and decided to put it up on Blogspot first. One thing I do want to say, I want to let folks know that I write for SWAT Magazine, and I want to make it clear that that's a magazine that's most people think it's just for law enforcement. It's not. And the gentlemen who run that magazine are dedicated patriots, and they're going to give Oath Keepers free ad space. So I encourage folks to check out SWAT Magazine, run by true patriots. So that's my plug for them.
No, yeah, give out the website, because that's good. We have to take the high ground here.
That's right. Yeah, you betcha. And their mission has always been, that's why they asked me to write that column. We used to have Claire Wolf write it. You know who Claire Wolf is, correct?
Yes.
Right. She used to write the Enemy at the Gate column, and then she asked me to take it over when she got kind of burnt out. But their mission is to make sure that there's the separation between law enforcement and the people is broken down. They don't believe there should be that separation. And so Rich Lucibello, the man that owns SWAT, has stood up and dedicated that entire column every month to the mission of defending the Bill of Rights.
Well, we knew this would come. When the New World Order emerged and admitted everything we've been warning people about, that's why I said, even if we get laughed at, tell people the documents, tell them the truth, because when they finally emerge, when they make their big move, which is now happening, then people would have been warned, and then they would wake up. But also, as the police and military are being twisted in their mission now to carry out globalism, that would be the big wake-up call there. I think the enemy trying to program them right now is waking police and military up faster than even the patriots.
Absolutely, and of course Obama is acting like a complete fool with what he did with the veterans and forcing them to pay for their own medical care. It's just a huge blunder. It just shows the arrogance,
the hubris.
Oh yeah, and so the anger and outrage. They're blind. They can't see certain things. They're almost autistic in some ways. They just can't.
We're about to break. We only have like 5. Yeah, they're delusional. Yeah. We're about to break, but start with the 10 points.
You betcha. Well, the 10 points are just what we think are the most likely hot points and tripwires, and what we think officers should be considering, and soldiers, as the lines in the sand they will not cross. Number one is we will not obey any order to disarm the American people. And that was that was the cause of the first American Revolution. And that was the final spark.
Lexington and Concord, continue. Number two.
Number two, we will not obey orders to conduct warrantless searches of the American people. And there again, the writs of assistance, warrantless searches were one of the causes of the American Revolution. And number three is we will not obey orders to detain American citizens as unlawful enemy combatants or to subject them to the military tribunal.
Stay there. We've got to come back in 70 seconds.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
Many human illnesses can be attributed to the fact that soil in the United States no longer provides plants with the mineral elements which are essential to human nourishment. Many studies have shown that the majority of Americans are deficient in minerals. Deficiency in any one of the more important minerals actually results in disease. Go to raworganicvegansuperfoods.com today and see the wide range of foods available that are designed to help your mind and body work the way they were intended to. You can also visit the link on prisonplanet.com to see some of the amazing products available. Folks, you've got to try this. These foods promote nutritional excellence, health and well-being, beauty enhancement, and truly sustainable agriculture. Many foods today have herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, and insecticides that were not intended for human consumption. Go to raworganicvegansuperfoods.com today and see some of the amazing products available. You are what you eat, so eat what your body needs. Remember to go to raworganicvegansuperfoods.com today.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
So many thoughts and my instincts, who our ancestors were, everything that I've added quite a bit today. I want to back up the next few weeks for a full hour to talk more about Oath Keepers and take your phone calls. It's an amazing individual, Stuart Rhodes. There's so many great people that are out there prominently fighting the globalists. We just commend them. Run through the other 8 points in the 5 minutes we have left, sir.
You betcha. The other ones are not obey orders to impose martial law on a state or a state of emergency on a state. And 5 is we will not obey orders to invade, subjugate any state that asserts its sovereignty. And that's kind of a reflection on the initiatives that have come out recently where states are standing up and saying, we're going to interpose ourselves between the federal government and our own people. Yeah.
And that was an issue back in the 1770s because they would remove governors or legislatures and put in puppets. But go ahead.
Exactly. And number 6 is we will not obey any order to blockade American cities, thus turning them into giant concentration camps. And that was first done in Boston at the time of the American Revolution. As you just said, Boston was put under military dictatorship with General Gage. And then when the fighting started, the people of Boston were told, if you turn in your guns, we'll give you safe passage out of the city. And they turned their guns in, and then they were told they could not leave. And they were kept there, and then it was turned into a concentration camp until the militia showed up and kicked the British out of Boston. So number 7 is we will not obey any order to force American citizens into any form of detention camps under any pretext. And we cite the history, an unfortunate history of the Japanese internment here at home and also the history around the world of oppressive governments. When they make war on their own people, they put them into camps. And in part, that's done they put women and children in the camps so that the men who are fighting will turn themselves in on behalf of their children and women.
And the schools, public schools, admit they've been drilling to grab kids without asking on FEMA buses and then tell parents to report. So tyranny does the same thing over and over again. Continue.
That's right. Number 8, we will not obey orders to assist or support the use of any foreign troops on U.S. soil against the American people to keep the peace or to maintain control. And as you know, we've been hearing rumors of this for decades, but we're now hearing the same rumors once again from very credible sources that the Obama administration is even considering bringing in foreign troops.
No. The agreements have been signed. Toronto Star, Canadian-Mexican troops to be used, I-4 troops to be used. Those are not rumors. I have hundreds of mainstream articles if you'd like them.
Absolutely. Email them to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go right ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's just that, I've had Colonel Craig Roberts and others on who have had like their nephews at West Point, and they send in famous generals to tell them we're going to use foreign troops, but it's a good thing. So no, that is going on. That's not a rumor.
Oh, I know. I don't like to hedge my bets with people.
Well, no, it's true. They're planning it. The rumor is they may bring them in. I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
Right. Exactly. We will not obey any orders to confiscate the property of the American people, including food and other essential supplies. That's number 9.
That's in the public executive orders. They're planning that. So that's public.
Right. Yep. We will not obey any orders which infringe on the right of the people to free speech, peaceably assemble, and petition their government for redress of grievances. All these are basic. They should be common sense, no-brainers. But unfortunately, as you know, you have to remind people of the basics sometimes. We can't take it for granted that someone's going to be thinking about this stuff ahead of time. Look at Katrina. We're hearing now that a lot of that was caused because those guard troops and those officers hadn't thought about it ahead of time. And they're kind of like caught flat-footed when they were told to go do these things. And so we want them to think about it in advance. And we don't think it's going to go down the same way again.
That's right. Iowa was a gun confiscation drill. That's admitted. And then they sent out 22 MPs and a colonel to the Alabama shooting, and now they're looking at charges of posse comitatus violation.
That's right. That's a good sign. It's a good sign that within the military there's still people who understand the necessary wall of separation between civil and military power and take it serious. So yeah. We're very confident. We feel very good about this. One thing I do want to ask your listeners to do, we are going to be doing a tribute video to men who served. And so we'd like to have them send us in photos of those who served when they were young, all the old photos of them and their buddies, and who they were and where they served. Email them to us, and we'll put them in our tribute video.
Absolutely. Stay there. I want to say one last point when we get back of how the enemy's going to attack your key operation. And then we've got our next guest on. Go ahead and get our next guest up. Stay there for 2 more minutes on the other side. We'll get to our next guest. Stay with us. I'm Alex Jones, Infowars.com. What can you do to keep you and your family safe from the resistant new strains of deadly bacteria and viruses? Check out supernaturalsilver.com today, or visit the link on Infowars.com to find out more about this incredible new silver compound. The new silver solution is a natural antibiotic that is clinically tested to kill viruses, germs, bacteria, and yeast safely. This new technology has proven itself to be a formidable weapon against bio threats of today and tomorrow. The new Silver Solution Gel has been shown to disinfect topically and keep the area sanitized for up to 4 hours. The new Silver Solution is a highly effective, potent nanoparticle solution that is lethal to bacteria, yeast, and viruses. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and see the amazing line of products they have available. Check out the patented new Silver Solution today. Click on the link and check out the uses for new Silver Solution. Order this extra line of defense today by going to supernaturalsilver.com. That's supernaturalsilver.com today. In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack